Can you hear me?
I want you to get, I want to get a picture of you just like you are now. You know, you and I have spent a lot of time together the last, I guess, 20+ years. And I'd like to get I need a portrait for my wall. You know, I can,
You don't. You can get by without it, I'll tell you.
I don't know, it's always been very positive. So you've taught me a lot.
Well, I could say the same thing. So you've
Yeah,
been
but you taught
great
me what to
association.
do and I've taught you what not to do.
I don't know about that, but you've shared some stories that I'm never going to forget.
Well, maybe
As
we'll have
much as you want me to forget them.
Brad Wilson used to keep track of me on his phone and he called them Jerryisms. And he had quite a list that we put together over the years that are, some of them are quite comical. I think he made them up.
It's good.
How's everyone else? How's our two fine representatives that I can see?
I'm good, thanks. Good to see you.
Good to see you guys.
I'm doing well.
Can I ask, can anyone hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, thank you. I've been having some audio issues, so thank you. I will now mute myself.
Well, Alan, I kind of thought this would be a career finishing project for you, and I was looking forward to that. And you know, I thought we'd either, you know, you'd either announce your retirement in about 20 years, or you know, we'd box you up and send you on your way. So one or the other.
Well, maybe it will be a career ending. We'll see.
I don't think so. No, I think this is the program I was talking about. No, I think the folks that have spirited you away they've done a lot of research. They recognize what all of us recognize, that you're a tremendous asset wherever you are. So, like I've seen you in several different spots, and it's been a great experience.
Well, thank you. You're more than generous. Appreciate that.
Well, hi, folks. I guess we're waiting for everyone to join.
Yeah, we need a few more to get a quorum.
Okay. April sent an email saying she couldn't join or would not be able to join. And Representative Stenquist, apparently he's got a call that he's trying to finish up.
You know, possibly I could give each of you or give us a little information. How many are on right now?
We have 5 board members.
Yeah, we've had some discussion.
So let me ask you, Alan, are we public accessible right now?
We are, yes.
Okay, so I just tell you that, Senator, to be aware of that.
Well, I think there's a lot of discussion going on as to what can possibly take place down there. I think there's some rumblings that people would want some changes in alcohol law and alcohol how we could go about that. And I guess right now, as I've discussed this with Representative Burton. And we've kind of looked at, there may be an opportunity to look at something similar to what happened with the entertainment district. That's already law. I don't, there's no secret. And so which is here west of Salt Lake City. So we might want to look at something like that, maybe add some additional restrictions to it or not. You know, it just depends on how we want to view that process. But I think those of us that are involved in that doggone part of the world, the alcohol part, we might want to take a look at what's going on down there. And I think sooner is probably going to be better than later. Like maybe in the next legislative round, we might want to start that process. Reason being, I think it makes a difference on how the contractors down there can bring the type of restaurants and the type of things that they need into that area. So at least that will be a point of discussion, I'm sure, through the legislative session. That's a big announcement. I don't think there's anything there that couldn't go public. So that's, in fact, I think everyone's kind of expecting something.
Well, thanks for that update. I think we're still trying to collect board members.
Yeah, it sounds like we had a few of the board members that joined the executive meeting first, but it looks like they're coming over right now. So if we can just get one more.
We are. So we've got enough for a quorum now, but
Is Representative Stenquist back?
I think Troy Walker and I were on the other, so he may be on his way over if someone sent him that link.
Representative Stenquist's nameplate appears, so to speak. But I don't know whether he's actually there because of the phone call he was trying to deal with.
Yeah, if we could just wait for one other person then to.
okay.
Director
By
Starks.
my count, there are 7 and the quorum is 6. So.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get started then. I'll go ahead and call this meeting to order. This is the Point of the Mountain State Land Authority Board meeting. Today is July 15th, 2024. We are meeting virtually here, and my name is Jordan Tusher. I'm co-chair of this committee, and I would also like to recognize Lowry Snow, who is our other co-chair. So we have a short agenda here in this meeting to discuss a interim director. And the second item on our agenda is considering going into closed session pursuant to Utah Code 52.4.2051A to discuss the character, professional competence, or physical or mental health of an individual. And so I'll take a motion for the board to move into executive session.
I would move that we move into executive session. I think the time is about 8 minutes after 10 on what is today, the 14th, 15th of July, to discuss professional competence of an individual or of individuals.
Thank you, Senator Stevenson. Is there a second?
Second, Jenny Wilson.
Okay, Mayor Wilson, thank you for the second. So the motion before us is to move into executive session to consider the character, professional competence, physical or mental health of an individual. Any discussion of that motion? If you just raise your virtual hand if you do, or you could jump in. I don't see any discussion, so we'll place the motion. All those in favor say aye.
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 Any
Aye.
opposed? Rule that passes unanimously. So we'll move into executive session. Every board member should have a link to that executive session. So if you'll move over there, and we'll start as everyone moves over. And in the meantime, any members of the public will be able to stay on this link, and we'll come back to this link once we've finished the executive session.
Sure.
They can't see. Oh, we can hear.
There we go. Great.
All right, looks like we're coming back in here. We know a few individuals.
Alan, if you remind me, how many to get a quorum? Is that 6 or 7?
6 is a quorum. I'm counting 5. Well, wait a second.
Hopefully Director Starks will be able to get in. There he is.
There he is.
All right, well, I'll call us back to order here, just to let everyone know, we did take a vote in the executive session to close the executive session, and now we're back into the general session here. And I'll go to Co-Chair Snow for a motion.
Thank you, Representative. My motion is that this board approve the resolution that each of you have a copy of, that is titled appointing Michael Ombre as interim director of the Point of the Mountain State Land Authority. That's resolution 2024-02. And then I'd like to speak briefly to that, if that's okay, Mr. Chair.
Please go ahead.
We've had a really helpful discussion in executive session. Representative Tusher and I, as your co-chairs, have been working on this matter of finding an interim director. We have brought to you Michael, who is also serving and will continue to serve as director of DFMC, but he has stepped up and offered to, for a period of time, a temporary period of time, act as interim director for us and for the Pamsla project. He comes with a wealth of experience. One of his most significant projects of late note is he oversaw the prison, the corrections facility, the new corrections facility, one of the largest, probably the largest undertaking construction project in the state. Something well over $1 billion, something like 1.3, I said million, 1.3 billion, that's billion with a B, to a very successful completion. I could go on and on. Each of you have been supplied with a copy of his resume. This won't be an easy undertaking for Michael, but he's agreed to step up and help us bridge from where we are now or when Alan leaves to the point that we can find a permanent candidate to take over the position of director. So that's my motion. Thank you for allowing me to speak to it, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Chair Snow. So the motion is to adopt resolution 2024-02, which is appointing Michael Ombre as interim director of the Point of the Mountain State Land Authority. Can I get a second to that motion?
Second.
Second from Mayor Walker. So that motion is before us. Any discussion to that motion?
If I may say, Co-Chair
Go ahead.
Tusher, say that I appreciate Michael's willingness to do this. This is a big task to take on. And he's agreed to do this and to step up. And I think he's well prepared for it and will be in good hands. I just appreciate his willingness to do it. And also just to let Alan know how much we'll miss him.
Thank you, Mayor Ramsey. Any other discussion or action? All right. Seeing none, I'll just add my comments as well. Haven't had a long chance to work with Michael, but have talked to people who have, and he comes with the highest recommendations. And I think he will be able to fill this gap very well as we continue our national search for an executive director for the Point. So with that, we'll go ahead and take a vote on the motion to adopt resolution 2024-02, appointing Michael Ombre as interim director of the Point of the Mountain State Land Authority. All those in favor say aye.
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 Note that we have 8 ayes. Any opposed? That passes unanimously. Thank you. All right. So both myself and Chair Snow will sign this resolution, and it goes into effect on the 20th of this month. With that, we have no other items to consider, so we'll go ahead and take a motion to adjourn.
Representative, if I could interrupt
Sure.
before you entertain that motion, because Mayor Ramsey mentioned Alan. Representative Tusher and I extracted a promise from Alan that he would join us for a few minutes during our next regular meeting in August, and that we will have a chance to recognize him then. And so I appreciate very much you saying that, Mayor, but we'll have a chance to recognize him formally. Thank you.
Thank you for bringing that up. Mayor Ramsey, did you have another comment? I see your hand raised.
I did. I just wanted to point out, Mayor Wilson asked that we just let it be known that although she couldn't be in this portion of the meeting to be part of the vote, that she's also supportive of this. And as a member of the board representing Salt Lake County, I just wanted to make note that that's what she said and you know, make sure that that's known.
Thank you for including that record. All right. Any other comments before we adjourn? Not seeing any. Senator Stevenson, will you make that motion?
I would move to adjourn.
All right. The motion is before us to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you. We'll see you all next month.
Thank you.